Spirituality always precedes the physical part of life. And that's why it is so crucial for people to be trained on how to now turn the spiritual things into material things by their faith. If what is in the spirit is not turned into materialistic thing on earth, then there will be need on earth. Spirituality always precedes the physical part of life. If it does not happen spiritually, it will never happen physically. Okay? And that is why Joshua 1:8 says, you shall meditate on this book day and night. That means you shall conceive it spiritually in you. And after that, if you act physically, you will see that the things you have conceived spiritually are happening to you physically. I can't see what you are thinking now. I can't see your meditations with my physical eyes, because that is a spirit side of things. Okay, your thoughts, your imaginations, your communication to God in the soul is all spiritual. Okay, what God is telling you in your heart is all spiritual. But I can see your spiritual world by what you manifest physically. Okay? So because God is a spirit, he works spiritually, but man manifests it on earth physically. Yes. So God reproduces his spiritual plan on earth through a physical man. And that's why it is so crucial for people to be trained on how to now turn the spiritual things into material things by their faith. Yes. Because if what is in the spirit is not turned into materialistic thing on earth, then there will be need on earth. Okay? God can give you a hand. Maybe this hand is missing. In the spirit, God has released it. There has to be that person who now really causes this hand to grow physically on your body. If that person is lacking, although the hand is released spiritually, it will never appear physically. That is why now the growth of the sons of God into understanding how to work the works of God on earth is very important. You see now. So when we pray, God allows it to happen, but spiritually. But there has to be that person now that understands how to use their authority given to man to cause the earth to yield and provide those things that God has released. Because everything God releases in heaven is already on the earth. It is hidden in the ground. It is on ground to release it after God has released it. You see, without the earth being molded into a physical man, man would exist, but you never see him physically walking here. So the earth has to be used for man to exist physically. You see, the earth has to be there.
Yes.
Yes. So every time you pray, you have to ask yourself, how will the earth yield what I've just asked for? What should I do so the earth can yield? Because, and that's where people get confused when Jesus said, if you ask and you don't doubt, you shall receive those things that you have asked. In fact, he said, if you ask, believe that, in King James it says, ye have received those things that you have asked, and they shall be yours. So it means every time you pray, what you are asking for is already availed. But it is in the spirit. So if you know it is availed, it is upon you now to know how to deal with the earth to manifest what you have asked from God. If you don't know that, it will be in the spirit, but you will never have it.